Hello everyone, I am back once again, and today I'm actually going to be playing another game that I played back in the days of yore. But before I get into it, I'm actually going to, let you all know that, it's been a while. I am aware that it's been a while since I last showcased something, but it goes without saying that I actually am quite a busy person nowadays, especially because during the summer, I just get a lot of work. I mean, it's been fall for a while now, but, I have been getting a little lazy about this, I'll admit. It's because when I don't do this for a while, what happens is that I just get very lazy and just don't want to do anything afterwards. And that's kind of how it's been for the past couple months. But right now, I kind of am getting the itch to showcase something on my channel, so this is it basically. So the game that I'm going to play right now is actually called Serious Sam Advance. This is a game that was released for the Game Boy Advance in 2004, although I actually got this game personally in 2006, actually, somewhere around that time. It was also the year that I got a couple other games for the Game Boy Advance, as well as a Game Boy Advance SP, because one of my former neighbors actually gave me their GBA, because I guess because they were playing with a PlayStation or something, and they were more into that as well as the Xbox, I think. So they were like, they saw that I was playing the Game Boy Advance a lot, like crazy, and they just gave me they gave it to me basically along with the games that they had, which I believe were 3 of them. And Serious Sam Advance, well, it's not the first game that I played from those 3 games. It was the first one that I got to see like gameplay footage. Well, not footage, but gameplay, because my former neighbor was actually showing me the game and I was actually looking at it. And I'll be honest with you, at the time I didn't actually like it. I actually thought it looked pretty ugly, and it looked like a ripoff of GoldenEye for the N64. Because it had that first person like visual and whatnot, like camera angle and whatnot. So I was just like, yeah, nah, this is just a ripoff. So I figured, but then I thought about it and I was thinking, yeah, it's a first person shooter like GoldenEye, but it's on the Game Boy Advance. And because of that, I actually wanted to give it a chance too, honestly. So I think sometime like in 2007, I think it's when I actually started to play it a lot more. I think I briefly played it in 2006, but I think it was in 2007 when I started to actually like really give this game a chance, see if it could actually be good. Now, this game is actually said to be one of the worst games out there, so much so that it's become forgotten about. Which, after playing the game, yeah, I can kind of see why they think that way. But but this was something that I noticed after I played the game, so yeah. But again, I get it. The game is not that good. But there's just something about that game that's just like, I don't know if it's just me being the nostalgia freak that I am, but yeah, I kind of like it. When I played it, it was also pretty interesting. I think it does have some sort of mystery about it, and I think that's why I'm like into it as much. I'll go into that a little bit more when we start playing the game. But yeah. So like I said before, this game I got it in 2006, started playing it a lot more in 2007. However, it was intended to actually showcase this with the Game Boy player. The Game Boy player that's put on the bottom of the GameCube, so that you can play Game Boy Advance games on the GameCube using your GameCube controller. Well, unfortunately for me, if you know me, you know that I'm actually a sucker for quality, not only for audio but also for the visuals as well. And since the best visual quality that the GBA games can offer is through the emulator, I kind of just had to go with the emulator. But just know that I do have the games anyways, and I was planning on showcasing it on the Game Boy player, but the visual quality is very bad, and I think the audio quality by extension as well. So yeah, no. So that was just a no-go. I was just like, you know what, let's just play through the emulator. That means that instead of playing this game on the with the GameCube controller, I'm actually going to play it with the, believe it or not, the Super Nintendo controller. Because yeah, I have an adapter for the Super Nintendo controller, because when I was playing Contra 3 on the Nintendo Switch, I could not play it with the GameCube controller, so I had to get an adapter specifically that can connect to the Switch, and by extension can also connect to my PC as well. So I got a USB adapter to connect the Super Nintendo controller in. And yeah, I realized that it actually did in fact work with the emulators for the GBA as well. So yeah, believe it or not, I'm actually going to be playing with the SNES controller, a Game Boy Advance game. How do you like them apples? But yeah, with all that said, these are the languages, as you can see. They only have 3 of them: English, German, and French. I don't know why the other ones weren't put. Maybe it's because the GBA is that small of a game. It is a Game Boy Advance game. Maybe they couldn't fit all the languages or something. But it is what it is. And if you know me, you know that we always go with English. So right as we click, we're going to be introduced to the game music. Now, a lot of people have said bad things about the music. People think it sounds too low quality, that it could have been applied to a Game Boy Color game. So in other words, they're saying that the format for this audio is very outdated. Like, it does sound outdated. It does sound like very 8-bitty. But sorry. There was the original composer, the composer for this soundtrack. He actually did showcase his original score, like the score that was intended for this game before it had to be scaled back. Because what happened was that the game had trouble running. Maybe they were prioritizing the mechanics for this game over the audio quality, and because of that they had to scale it back. Something like that. The composer actually explained that in his own ways, but I don't know how to describe it myself since I'm really terrible at explaining things. But yeah, it scaled back, and after listening to the entire soundtrack, I think the only one that I really like is just the one for the first level. I think that one's the only one I like, but the rest of them, I think the original low quality version that we have here in the Game Boy Advance is actually a lot better. Although I'll admit that when you play this on loudly, it can sound a little jarring, but that's why you just lower the volume, simple as that. Anyways, so we're gonna actually play this game. I know I briefly mentioned GoldenEye, and you're probably wondering why play this over GoldenEye. It's because GoldenEye is a much more extensive game, and Serious Sam is actually just a very short game. Albeit it's gonna take some time actually to get through to it actually. In fact, I might actually instead of playing through this in one sitting, I might actually split it in 2 parts. But here we go. So here we can actually choose to play a new game, or like in Kid Icarus, there's also a password system. I don't know if it's the same way that Kid Icarus did it, but it is a password system nonetheless. So if you actually have advanced through many levels, you can just go back to that particular level if you know the password for that level. So yeah, that's kind of interesting. But because this is for my channel and I'm trying to showcase it to you fellas, giving my own perspective on this game, because there's very few of it, you know, we're gonna go with new game. Now here's the settings. You can choose to play it on the tourist mode, the bring it on mode, or the serious mode. As far as I'm concerned, I personally prefer to play it on the bring it on mode. There was actually a particular aficionado for this game that actually says that to play the most authentic experience, to play it on the tourist, but when I played that mode, I realized that it was too easy. So yeah, I decided to go with bring it on. I'll talk more about that while I play through it, but yeah, I'm gonna go with bring it on because I think it's just the better mode overall. But serious though, serious is a whole different story, which I'll also probably bring up a lot throughout the playthrough here. But here we go. So as you can see, this game, like various other games that I've played, they have some form of lore. Unfortunately for me, I actually don't know too much about the lore for Serious Sam because the game is actually a whole ass franchise. Like there's more games besides just Serious Sam Advance. There's the first encounter, the second encounter, Serious Sam 2, Serious Sam 3, Serious Sam 4. There's like a bunch of Serious Sam games. And believe it or not, this is literally the only Serious Sam game I've played so far still. Like to this day, this is the only one that I've played. I just haven't had it in me to get into other games. I think it's because of how extensive the lore for this franchise is that I just don't feel like getting into it because of it. I played this game because this game is pretty short, honestly. But as far as I know, like based on what I read from this this prologue, I guess you can say, it's actually very, very similar to the what's it called? to the Kid Icarus franchise, kind of, but not really, because what happens is that supposedly here there was these scientists that were exploring like the past, basically using a time lock, and the scientists back in the present day realized that these exploration teams have not come back. So because of that, they actually send out like a bunch of rescue teams to go after them, see if they can find them. But not only were they not able to find them, they never returned either. So because of that, they're starting to think, well, okay, something is not right here. So what they do is actually recruit Serious Sam, and they get him to travel back in time to see what's going on. And apparently the people responsible for, or the enemy responsible for the disappearance of all these exploration teams is an entity known as Mental. I think I've heard about this guy, but I don't think they ever showed how he looks. Maybe they have in the later games for Serious Sam, but for these games, I don't think they've ever showed him. I do remember one scene where Serious Sam actually came to face with him in darkness, and the only lighting you got to see was literally of Sam shooting his 2 revolvers at him. But that's about it. That's the only thing I remember from Mental, really. It's from a cutscene of a game that I never played, which is kind of insane. Because Serious Sam is kind of an interesting character after watching him in cutscenes. He kind of reminds me of Kid Icarus, of how the game is just not to be taken seriously. Well, I kind of get the same vibes here from Serious Sam, albeit Sam is supposed to be serious, he looks serious, his logo is serious, everything about him just looks serious. But he has his moments where he could just be funny, which I think is what makes him an interesting character, personally. But anyways, all that digression aside, we're going to get into the level now. So I was just giving you guys the lore, from what I understood at least, for this game. But yeah, it kind of caught me to like bring up some other stuff that I know about this franchise. But yeah, so the first level that we're going to do is called the Temple of Hurkat Upper. Here there's like some tactical data, kind of gives you lore about the setting itself. And then there's the strategic data, which can tell you what you should do. It'll tell you that you have to pick up whatever weapons in the level. And if you're savvy enough, there's another hidden weapon out there that you can find. And I'll get into that in a bit as well, because this is actually kind of huge, actually. And this is the mystery that I was talking about when it came to this game, and why it's interesting for me nonetheless, despite being fully aware that this game is just dreadful. But let's go. Oh, right. I'm pressing start thinking that that's how you go, but nah, it's, you know, it's the A button. So, yeah, you get this Egyptian map here, and the password for this one is medium, which is basically, literally the mode that I decided to go with for this run. Because remember, tourist mode is basically easy mode, bring it on is basically medium mode, and serious is actually hard mode, and is a mode that I personally wouldn't recommend unless you think you got what it takes to actually beat it. And let me be honest with you, I personally don't think anyone has beaten this game on serious mode, and there is a reason for that, which I will actually get into in this video, if not completely dissect the hard mode in a different video for this game. But once again, here we go. So as you can see, we're actually going to start the level with a chainsaw of all things. However, I actually have messed around with this weapon. It's not very good. The description for this thing says that it actually is a pretty good weapon, that the damage output is phenomenal, but it's really not. I remember attacking one of the Cyclops enemies for this game with this chainsaw, and all it did was take forever to die, and in the process take damage myself for the physical contact. I think it's possible to not take damage from the enemies when using the chainsaw, but I think you have to be like perfectly spaced in order for it to work, and I personally just don't think that's worth it, honestly. So this is literally your own form of a melee weapon, but it's not really good, honestly. You're better off just going with actual weapons, which in this case, I start off with a pistol that's right in front of me, because this game even knows that the chainsaw is just a liability, especially for the first enemies that we get right here. As you can see, these are the headless kamikazes. These things are kind of scary, actually. I did hear their voices in the actual like games, like the first encounter, and in the second encounter. And they sound pretty badass there in the game, because they're like, ah, some shit like that. But in this game, the voice for some reason sounds too simplistic. It's more like, ah, like, you know, like a normal scream, but like, it just sounds, I don't know, simplified. The simplified nature of this, while just seeing them running at you from a distance while carrying 2 bombs, something about that just, I don't know, it gives me the creeps, honestly. And I think that's another reason why I just didn't get into it. It was scary. This game is rated M, by the way, so maybe there was a reason for that. Maybe it's because they themselves thought this is a scary game. Serious Sam himself can be funny, but the enemies that are in this game are very nasty looking. So I think that's another thing that got me interested in this game, actually, is that this game, sure, it's like GoldenEye. Hell, Serious Sam is even wielding a revolver, which is similar to the Cougar Magnum that James Bond uses in the games, when you unlock the cheat for it, of course, because he actually never uses a Cougar Magnum, but you can unlock the weapon as a cheat. And this is exactly the display you see in GoldenEye. However, unlike in GoldenEye, where you actually only shoot nothing but soldiers and key enemies like General Ourumov or Alec Trevelyan, in this game, Serious Sam is actually going after monsters, like full-on heathens. And yeah, here, this is one of the secrets that I was talking about here. You actually can get a shotgun early in this level, even though you typically find it in the second level. But this is the hidden secret if you actually do your research, or you're observant enough to notice the secrets while you go through the level and whatnot. But yeah, this shotgun, it's alright. For this level, kind of helps take care of a lot of enemies much quicker. Get rid of this guy, get rid of this guy, and boom. Because the revolver actually doesn't have ammunition. It basically, like, it just shoots endlessly. So in other words, it's actually infinite. Like, its ammunition is infinite, is what I wanted to say. But yeah, so you don't have to worry about the ammunition. But the problem is that, yeah, the power is just not there. Takes multiple shots to take care of an enemy. In fact, I'll show you the power right now for this thing, since I'm running low on this. Oh shit, right, hold on. Actually, it was like this, yeah. I kind of forgot how the controllers work. I was actually very accustomed to it, but then I started playing GoldenEye and I just kind of forgot how to use this game now, or what the controllers were for this. See, took 3 shots to take care of this. I think you already saw that. However, to take care of these Methug soldiers, though, takes like 5 shots to kill them, which is kind of insane. There's a medical kit right here if you actually take damage, which, let me be honest with you, if you play this on serious mode, you're gonna definitely need that. Because these enemies, when they dish out damage in serious mode, they actually dish out a lot of it. You take a lot more damage from these enemies. As well as, it takes forever to take out the enemies too. Like, more shots are required to actually eliminate the enemies. So it's literally just making the freaking game relentless, which is insane. Okay, now this is the final part of the level. And personally, not a huge fan of it. You're gonna see why right now. Because for one thing, we have to take care of these fuckers. And then we gotta deal with these fuckers. Now, this is not that big of a deal here on normal mode, but on serious mode, these fuckers take forever to freaking, you know, go down. They take like 5 shotgun hits or 4 shotgun hits each one to go down. And to make matters worse, if you're playing this on hard mode, once again, if you get hit once by this thing, it's over. Because you're going to be incapacitated for a couple seconds, you won't be able to adjust yourself very easily, and the bull will just keep ramming into you a lot, and you'll just die, basically. I think you die with just 3 hits from the bull, so that's kind of why it's pretty much over. You don't get to move, and they'll still be able to hit you in the process, so yeah, it's kind of insane. But this is normal mode, so it's definitely doable. I got hit once, and I didn't take a lot of damage either. The bull's damage output is actually insane in hard mode. You're the man, Sam. Yeah, that's because Sam actually has that gruffy voice, actually, believe it or not. It's a pretty badass voice, in my opinion. Unfortunately, you don't get to hear it in this game because this is a Game Boy Advance game. So, they can only implement so much good audio. Anyways, we're going to the Temple of Hurkat lower now. I guess I can quickly show you guys the other stuff, like the weapons here, for example, the description for all these weapons, or the weapons that we've collected so far. Revolver. I think here's where it says, oh shit, never mind, I'm stupid. I wanted to show you what it said for the revolver, but I guess I'll do it in the next level. Maybe this game was tired of me talking, because I do talk a lot, but it's because I kind of want to give my perspective on this game as much as possible. Because let it be known that not a whole lot of people give their perspective on this game, because it's bad, forgotten about, and just no one cares about this game. There's only a handful of people that actually play this game, and there's like very few people, like even less than a handful, that actually review the game, and in a very good way, you know. Like they've made lengthy reviews for it, but very few of them. Anyway, so yeah, as I play through this game, I just want to give my own point of view, and I just want to know what people think of my point of view. Is it the same as everyone else's, or is it different? Is there something that you guys didn't know about that other people might have talked about or something? Like all that good stuff. Anyway, so this is where we start. As you saw right there, this is where you typically get your shotgun if you don't know how to unlock the secrets, you know. But I've played this game for years now, honestly, so I kind of know this game like the back of my hand as well. We shoot these things. As you can see, there's a problem with the aim system for this game, and I think this is why the game is considered bad, because there are just some problems with this game. There are a lot of inconsistencies. Anomalies, if you will. You see this reticle? The thing is that when you actually aim at your enemies, these things are supposed to actually turn into full-on crosshairs. Like right here. You see that? When the reticle turns into a crosshair, that's kind of when you start shooting the enemies. But the problem is that even when that happens, you're still sometimes not able to shoot the enemies. But more often than not, that means that you can hit them, which is kind of insane. Kind of adds to the mystery of this game, of why did they have to make this shooting system very inconsistent? Because this inconsistency really hurts you in the hard mode. Because there cannot be any room for error in the hard mode. If you get hit once by a few enemies, you lose a lot of your HP and then you just die for no reason. So yeah, this isn't really helping things. But anyways, yeah, so as you saw right here, well actually I didn't even show you actually. Let me go back. Let me rewind a little bit. So if you go over here, you do a little window shopping like the description was going to tell you in the second level, but I skipped it because I was dumb, was that you'll actually find another secret, which is basically a 100 armor and a Tommy gun. This is a weapon that you'll get in the third level, but if you're savvy enough and you find the entrance as I showed you right here, you'll be able to get this actually. Now this weapon, the Tommy gun, is actually pretty useful in this level, especially if you're actually doing the hard mode. And I'm actually going to go into how that's the case in a bit right now. But what I'm going to do right now is collect the 100 armor, go back to my shotgun, and take care of these mythic soldiers. See, as you can see, when it turns into a crosshair, you shoot. If it's still a reticle, most likely you're not gonna hit it. But it turned into a crosshair, so I can hit it. There are times where you could actually hit the enemies with the reticle, but it's very rare. It has to be a crosshair in order to actually, you know, destroy enemies. Okay, here's the moment where you can actually use the Tommy gun. It's to destroy these things. Because what happens is that in hard mode, the kamikazes actually take 2 hits from the shotgun to actually go down, and not 1 like it is here. So because of that, you need something that can just shoot automatically, like the Tommy gun. And this Tommy gun really comes in handy because of that. Because the shotgun, while powerful, is pretty slow. Oh yeah, look. As you can see, with the reticle, it can't shoot the enemies. Again, it can't shoot. And now I can. It's kind of weird. It's very inconsistent. Like I said, this is the thing that hurts the game a lot. And this is one of the reasons why people think this game just sucks, you know? And it's because it does. But I just have a soft spot for this game for some reason. Maybe it's because it's a first-person shooter. I did say that I do like shooting games. And while this game is bad, it is a shooter game nonetheless. And it's not like those generic ones that we have today, like Call of Duty or Modern Warfare or whatever the hell. Realistic ass games that I give no fucks about. At least Serious Sam, at least in this game, is a cartoony like guy who's funny too. Anyways, medical kit right here. Pick that up if you're down in HP. Some additional cartridges. Shoot this Mythic Soldier. Switch to your Tommy gun because there is a group of enemies here they're going to want to take care of. The kamikazes. And remember what I mentioned about hard mode and the shotgun? Taking 2 hits to destroy the kamikazes. Or those inconsistent hits where you just can't hit them. At least you'll be firing continuously so that you can just avoid taking damage from them altogether. For some reason, when these enemies shoot and you take a hit, for some reason their damage out, like the damage from the guns, don't actually affect them for some reason, which is kind of weird. It's either that or if it clashes with the bullets that they shoot, honestly. Which is kind of annoying, actually. Because then I can never tell if I'm actually shooting the enemies or not. Again, just adds to the inconsistency of shooting these enemies. Anyways, another Tommy gun moment right here. You shoot them right here, you strafe. Shift back to your shotgun. Take care of the Mythic Soldiers. Because there's a lot of moments in this level where the Tommy gun is useful, but you don't want to use all the ammo for it because there is no animals. There is no ammo to collect for these for this Tommy gun yet. There's only cartridges, which is why I'm actually using my shotgun more, because there is ammunition for this weapon, but not for the Tommy gun. The Tommy gun is just a secret weapon that you unlock, but you have to use it wisely nonetheless. It's not for you to abuse it. Anyways, these are little creepy crawlies that I forgot what the names were for this, but they're pretty annoying to deal with. Hard mode, it takes 3 shotgun hits to take them out. In normal mode, it takes 2 of them, and tourist mode takes 1. Again, makes it a little too easy, which is why I prefer the normal mode here. Like, everything has a challenge behind it. Another medical kit in case, you know, things get dire. In serious mode, all these medical kits definitely come in handy. Here, not so much, but it's always nice to have full HP. Collecting these cartridges is also nice. I do like the sound effect behind this. So, yeah. Got 20 shotguns. Now here, there is a wall right here that's just kind of there. The way you can open it is by actually pressing A here as soon as you see your weapon go down. However, there is a freaking a Cyclops here, as well as a couple of those headless bastards. That here is where I kind of want to use the Tommy gun, because I don't want to risk these fuckers killing me with their explosions. So there we go. Again, the shotgun, because the thing is with the shotgun, sometimes you can miss their hits and they get closer to you and then you're just too late to react. Like, the shotgun is very terrible for reacting, you know. You have to be able to time things properly. Sometimes you even need the space to be able to aim properly too. Here's another Tommy gun moment. Whenever these headless people come around, that's when you want to use the Tommy gun, I feel. Because again, the shotgun, very slow and inconsistent. But does have a lot of cartridges. So here we go. Well, I don't know why I shifted to my Tommy gun. I don't need it. Okay, so here's the final enemy. A bunch of creepy crawlies. On hard mode, this could be annoying because each one takes 3 gunshots, or 3 shotgun hits to take them out. But here, it's whatever. It's pretty mid. Personally, I do like that it takes a lot of shotgun hits to take out these enemies, because the problem is that I'm actually somebody who likes to collect all these stuff that goes on the ground, that you find on the ground. It's kind of like in Pokemon, where you can actually find items on the ground and you just pick them up, just because you really feel the need to. Well, the same thing happens here with Serious Sam. Any ammunition I found on the ground, I just want to take it, obviously, pick it up and collect it. So this game kind of offers me that challenge of being able to use up as much of my ammo as possible and pick up whatever is scattered on the ground. But anyways, here's the 3rd level, Amentheul. Oh yeah, I want to see if I can show you this time. the description for the Schofield pistol here. It says revolvers may not be as quick as firing automatics, but they're sure reliable apparently, because it never jams, and magically, Sam always has bullets for his old-time weapon. It's kind of like Amy Rose, where she just kind of pulls out her hammer out of nowhere. Sam can always pull out bullets out of nowhere, so that he can always load up this weapon. Every other weapon, though, is out of the question, though. He cannot have bullets for this because he'd be too busted at that point. Yeah. A lot of his weapons in this game, they're very old-fashioned, it seems. It's not like GoldenEye where the weapons are more modern-like, but these are all old-fashioned. Things that you would see like in westerns or some shit. So that's kind of interesting. I think that's another thing that just kind of added to the interesting aspect of Serious Sam. The difference in weapons. But anyways, yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that. But on to Amentheul we go. It's a level that's OP! I see what they did there. Anyways, as you can see, there's more cartridges, which if I played this on tourist mode, there'd probably be 1 or 2 of these left here because I'd be full in ammunition. But because I actually went for a more challenging route, now I actually can pick up all these cartridges. Also, this music is pretty good, honestly. It's pretty like... sounds very Egyptian-like / Indian type, you know? Sounds very exotic, I guess you can say. Kind of gets me pumped to like kick all these fuckers' ass. Oh yeah, Tommy gun moment right here. Because headless guys. I am running low on Tommy gun ammo, but we are going to run into the Tommy gun ammo in a bit right now. So right now I'm just taking out whatever I can with the shotgun, because there's no need for me to use the Tommy gun to that extent. Collect all these cartridges, and also get a glimpse of the Serious Sam logo here. There was some in the previous levels, but you know, I just didn't really feel like giving it any heed. Now that it's on the ground, now I actually can show you the guys that it's actually the logo for Serious Sam. For some reason, throughout the levels in Egypt, they're actually in all of the levels. And personally, I don't know why. They're usually found on the ceilings, like of these like on the corner ceilings of the buildings and all that stuff. Usually when there's like a opening towards the sky and whatnot is when you see them. 100 armor right here. I don't know if that's supposed to be like a reference to the fact that maybe Serious Sam has been in ancient Egypt before, like maybe in the first encounter or second encounter. I honestly don't know since I haven't played those games, but that's kind of what comes to mind when I see these logos. It's like him leaving his mark on the terrain or some shit. Anyways, Headless Bastard incoming. Shift weapon immediately to take care of the Cyclops. These things take way too much ammunition that, you know, it's not in your interest to use up all the ammo for it. You can just use your shotgun, strafe a little bit, and then go back to the Tommy gun, because you're going to need it once again. Unless aiming is your forte, then you can use the shotgun, but it's not mine, so definitely the Tommy gun is my way. Here, there's another switch here, which we have to open. However, business needs to be taken care of first. Clashing of the bullets makes it so that I have to shoot more shotgun hits to take these guys out, which is pretty annoying. There we go. Take them out. Collect more cartridges. Press A. Collect the medical kit. Shoot these guys that just spawned in after I flip the switch. This could just be the weapon system not doing its job. Dodge this guy's bullet. And boom. And finally, in front of all these Serious Sam logos, the Tommy gun and its ammo is finally here. Which means I'm loaded. And I'm hungry again for some reason, but we're gonna wait till at least getting the ancient Egypt part of this level done. So what I'm gonna do right here is kind of scary actually, because there's a 100 armor right here, but as soon as I collect this shit, there's evil afoot. You're gonna see exactly what I mean. There's a bull, which we have to dodge, and then there's another one right here, which we have to also dodge. Then we got a strafe right here, so that these fuckers don't catch up to me. And then we just destroy them. And then boom, we donezo. Now here we can just shoot these fuckers. Shoot this and that. Shoot this and that. This and that. This and that. This and that. And this and that. And this and that. And this and that. And then now there's a backpack over here. What this does is pretty much reload all of your weapons, which is nice. Because now my shotgun is fully loaded. And I'm going to use it for this because using the shotgun is most of the time a liability anyway. So I'm going to use it right here where there's open space. Here, I'm going to see if I need a medical kit. I do. More cartridges. No Tommy gun ammo yet though. But shotgun hits without a doubt. Okay, shoot this thing. There we go. These enemies, I think these are the Mythic Commanders or some shit like that. They're usually right next to the Mythic Soldiers. Shift to Tommy gun because this is another Tommy gun moment. There we go. There is another secret somewhere around here. It would probably be this one. There's a rocket launcher in here. But interestingly enough, unless you're hasty like me, you don't really feel... There really isn't a need to actually collect this actually. Or you don't need to use it really in this level because there really is no need. A lot of these areas are very like crowded, like they're very closed in. That if you use a rocket launcher in your proximity, it can cause you damage. So if anything, this weapon kind of hurts you, if anything. Unless you know how to use it well, obviously. I think that's like a weapon literally meant for experts of the game. There's a lot more Tommy gun ammo. Ever since the Tommy gun ammo, or the Tommy gun appeared, is when basically all the ammo just started scattering everywhere. In this level, by the way. Otherwise, there would have been Tommy gun ammo in the last level. More of these Cyclops. The inconsistency of the shooting system is still here. Even with the crosshair, I wasn't able to shoot that thing for a while. So, I wasted ammo for literally no reason. But now, we shoot these enemies. There it is. I think there's another one. Yeah, there it is. There we go. Collect more Tommy gun ammo. There we go. 258. There was more Tommy gun ammo somewhere around here. There it is. I'll shoot more because there's a lot of Tommy gun ammo still. Scattered everywhere. I don't need any armor because the 100 armor, if you're actually close to full HP with the armor and you get another 100 armor, it kind of acts like a 200 armor kind of a thing, you know. Like it goes beyond the full HP bar is basically what I'm trying to say. Which is kind of interesting. Although for some reason this doesn't it's not always the case. Sometimes it actually just functions like a normal body armor regardless of the HP. So even that has some inconsistency, at least as far as my observations go. But I think it'd be a lot more interesting if I actually capture it on footage. That's another reason why I wanted to showcase this game on my channel. Just so that you guys can see what shenanigans this game has to offer. Here's where I mentioned that you can actually use the rocket launcher if you know how to use it, but you got to be careful with those shots. You got to make sure that it doesn't clash with the shots of these enemies, because what happens is that if it crashes right in your proximity, you take damage, if not instantly kill you. In hard mode, that's basically the case. You usually end up getting killed because the damage you take from these explosions are severe. It's almost realistic, which is insane. So there's a lot of ammo here that I can't collect because everything here was still too easy. There we go. Shoot all these headless people. Imagine using a rocket launcher here. This shit would be insane. We'd die here most likely. There's another switch you gotta flip here. And then you gotta shoot all these headless bastards once again. Yeah. And now what I'm gonna do is go back and collect some more Tommy gun ammo until it's full. Not that it matters, but you know, just like collecting the ammo, you know me. It's like Pokemon, collecting all the items when I can. And here we are, at the end of the level. And it's Mr. Stone to you, buddy. No, or something like that. Or was that the last level? I think this one is the one that says something else. I like the point sound effect that comes here as well. It sounds like I'm racking up. Is this really all they got? Yeah, probably. It's funny how this game is so hard to play, yet Sam sounds like a cocky bastard and he's just like, these guys are nothing. It's insane. Slave combat is the next level. I think this is the level that actually has another secret as well, which you're going to see in a bit. The last three were all weapons, and this one seems to be the contrary, which we're about to see. The password for this one is Pilch. I don't know what that is. Only term that comes to mind is the name Polch, but that's about it. Nothing more, nothing less. So there's a backpack and there's a 100 armor here. However, I'm actually going to be funny with it and skip it. And what I'm going to do is collect all the rockets here and shoot all these bastards who are actually firing at me. Watch out with those shots, because if they clash near you, you take damage, if not die. Yeah, rocket these bulls, because the bulls are actually my least favorite enemies in this whole game. Because these fuckers can actually incapacitate you. Unlike the rest of the enemies. They'll just hit you, but you can still move around normally. But the bulls, they fucking incapacitate your sorry ass. And it's really annoying. Now that I'm low in rockets, now we can collect this freaking backpack right here. And the 100 armor. Use up the Tommy gun ammo to shoot these Cyclopses. Then shoot all these damn kamikazes. Then collect the Tommy gun ammo that's right here. Then keep on shooting more. And then collect even more Tommy gun ammo. And then we proceed. Because there's not more to be done. We already have the rocket launcher that we got in the last level. So let's see. We're going to... We don't need a medical kit yet, nor armor. We do, however, need this. Oh shit, I went to my rocket launcher like a crazy man. Collecting Tommy gun ammo when it wasn't ready yet. What's going on here? Okay. Frame rate drops here for some reason. That's another problem with this game, is that sometimes the levels actually drop frames for no reason. I think it's because of how like good the aesthetics look here, like all of these freaking I don't know if they're hieroglyphics that you see here, and the embellishments that you see in the corners of the moldings for these ceilings. Like there's a lot of good designs on in this game, but I don't know if that's what's causing the frame rate to drop. Which, if so, probably not worth it. But that's my opinion. Right, I don't have to open the doors. They just open on their own. It's because when you play GoldenEye, you usually have to press B to open the doors. Not in this game, though. You just need to either go close to the door or activate a switch to open them. Okay, here, I want to just shoot this Cyclops with the shotgun, because there's a lot of cartridges that I have not been able to pick up. And I'm gonna get them, damn it. 92. Collect the 25 health, the antidote. Use the shotgun here. Shoot all these enemies. There's a lot of these. There's rockets here in case you want to use that. There is actually an area where you can use the rockets though. I'm going to show you in a bit. But first, I'm going to actually go all the way back here so that I can collect the cartridges. Because you know me, I like to pick up cartridges wherever it's possible. There's a pool right here for some reason, but we can still move normally, which is kind of insane. Serious Sam must be built different if he can actually run normally, at normal speed, inside a pool where there's water. Although, hilariously enough, for me, the pools always looked empty, but the blue means that there's water, usually. Oh shit, right. There are no more cartridges. Blow them up with the rockets. Yeah. Make sure you drop your weapon right here if you have the rocket launcher, because otherwise you'll blow yourself up. Yeah, blow these guys away, so you're not gonna deal with their shenaniganries. Shift to your Tommy gun to shoot the Tommy gun villains, as I like to call them. The ones we use the Tommy gun for. Here, I believe it's rocket time. Then just open them up and see which ones survived. Only 2 of them, and then you just kill them. Boom, dead. 25 again. Nice. Just be careful. Don't shoot in your proximity, otherwise you'll die. 100 armor. Backpack. Make sure gun is down. Press A. Just shoot with the rockets. This is a lot easier than shooting with a Tommy gun sometimes. But you need to know how to adjust yourself for it. More rockets. We have too many rockets, so now we're just gonna go to Tommy gun mode. Tommy gun mode. These are gallbladder beasts. There we go. Get more Tommy gun ammo. We got all the ammo here. No antidote needed. There is a secret over there, and I'm gonna show you how to get it. Basically, I had to go into this little passageway here that's very obscure. And as you can see right here, there's another switch right here. Make sure your gun's down. Press A, and you'll unlock a door that was just right over there. Is that door that you saw in the room right there with that little red thingy in the middle? Well, that red thingy, as you can see right here, hold on. It's actually a heart. And what does this heart do? It gives you 200 health. And as you can see, there's no secondary HP bar or anything like that. I think the bar just becomes like double red or some shit like that. It's indicating that you actually have more than 200 or some shit like that. Very ideal to have if you're already in full HP. Because then you take hits very, very well. And you don't lose HP, seemingly. It's like a third body armor of sorts, which is kind of cool. You get like that added layer of protection when dealing with these enemies. But anyways, so here's another backpack. I'm actually going to go ham and use the rocket launcher. When using these rocket launchers against the Cyclops, you actually have to shoot it preemptively, like as they spawn. Otherwise this shit happens. I'm gonna use the shotgun now because cartridges are gonna be a thing now. Yeah, shoot, because cartridges are a thing. Cartridges. Wow. Look at all them cartridges. I'm gonna get away from these guys. Shoot all over the place. Shoot everywhere. I don't care about the HP I lose because I got the 200 HP. And I only lost a little bit of armor, which isn't much. But yeah. End of the level. Collect all the ammo. And it's Mr. Stone to you, buddy. Oh, it was this one. Okay, so what was the other one then? I don't remember. But anyways. Pyramid entrance maze. Which is kind of odd considering the pyramid was just in Amentheol. Unless there's a different pyramid that we're not aware of. We gotta get even better. You know what I'm saying? Okay, these are the cartridges that I mentioned earlier. But first, I need to take care of business. Okay, so we gotta shoot these Cyclopses here. Greet the logos that are up there in the ceiling. Now we're gonna go back and collect all the weapons here. Now, as you can see, There's actually some new ammunition here. This is actually supposed to be ammunition for the minigun, which is in this level. However, this ammunition right here is the very reason why I thought there might have been a secret, like an additional secret in the slave compound level, and it would have been for the minigun, because the ammunition is right here to collect afterwards. But then I realized that there actually was no such thing, because, at least as far as I'm concerned, this is what adds to the mystery of this game once again, because I have a theory that maybe I'm actually not checking hard enough, but maybe there could have been a secret to unlock a minigun in the slave compound. It has to be the slave compound, because there was already a secret weapon in the Amenthule, so I was thinking maybe in the slave compound there could be a minigun, and then from there I can collect this ammunition. Because it's either that, or when you enter through the password system, you'll actually start with the minigun right here, and then you go into this room and take care of the two Cyclops that are there. And depending on the level, like if it's on easy mode, hard mode, maybe you'll actually use up a lot of ammunition that you can just come back here and collect this minigun ammo that way. Because otherwise I don't see how you can actually get this if you're coming from the slave compound, honestly. That's just a theory of mine, but I don't know. I think it is the case though, but yeah. Nonetheless, oh yeah, and here's another thing. So I came out of this room right now, and the minigun is right here, along with its ammunition. It's not like I can actually collect this minigun and then go all the way back over there. Nope, because the door here closes, and closes for good, basically. So yeah, no way out. Now these Cyclops come here, this group of Cyclops, along with these fuckers. Gotta make sure you got your thingamabobber ready. Shoot these guys as well. And make sure you get them for reals, because otherwise they get in your way too much. Shoot this damn bull. Make sure they die. Don't run into these fuckers, because they just ruin your day. Look how they almost killed me. How many rockets do I have? 24 rockets. Not enough. Not enough. What about the cartridges? Okay, too many cartridges. Gotta use cartridges. Okay, there they are. I want to shoot these fuckers. I like how the utter that Sam makes when he gets hit sounds very similar, if not it's probably the same audio clip as one of the ones that's used when you hit an enemy in GoldenEye. I just think that's kind of insane. But anyway, collect this antidote. I didn't need to collect the rockets yet, but it is what it is. How many cartridges do I have? I need to use more cartridges. Okay, they're not dying for some reason. Maybe it's just that inconsistency with the shooting. This one should have been dead a long time ago. But alas. Okay, you know what? Enough. Too much minigun. Collect the 25 armor. Use the rockets. Shoot preemptively just to get them out of the way as soon as they spawn. And there we go. And now we'll go back to the Tommy gun. They're all dead though because of the rocket launcher. Pick up the antidote. Now we gotta go in here. There is an entrance right here, but to unlock this we have to actually beat every enemy that's in here. So we gotta keep searching. You know, I could have just rocketed these fuckers, but I decided not to, because I'm done. Oath Wealth. There we go, take care of them. Here, I want to fuck these guys up with rockets, because rockets are cool. Same with these guys. There we go. Taken care of like nothing. More cartridges. Shift the minigun. That's enough? Okay. And with that, I think we have to go back over there. Just collect this rocket right here. Make sure there's nothing lying around. Now we go here. Bombard these pricks. Or should I say mow them down? There we go. Boom. There we go. Too much Tommy gun ammo. Too much. Too much, I say. Because look at all this. This is all that I want to pick up. All of it. Including the medical kit. But now we gotta go in here. Proc these guys. Then go over here. And shoot this fucker like crazy. Like there's no tomorrow. One of the reasons why you have to immediately go in here is because these kamikazes show up here and there's no room to run away. So, best to get them right now. Now here, doesn't matter what weapon you go with. There's a backpack right here. Along with an armor and medical kit. Now these things are going to spawn in one by one so that you individually take care of them. Which is a little annoying. Fuck these guys up with the rockets. There we go. Now the rest just take care of it with a minigun. And boom. Take care of them with more rockets because I like rockets. There we go. Take care of this with rockets. Watch out with the bullets that they shoot. Make sure it doesn't clash with the rocket, otherwise bad things will happen. Actually, I'm still going to use the rockets. Rockets are cool. There we go. There we go, and they're dead. And now, collect the little antidote that's right here. Stay full health, for whatever it's worth. And collect the little, I don't know what this is. Looks like a key. By the way, as you can see here, I actually got a lot of ammo bonus, so if you actually want to like accelerate the accumulation of this, just hold A and boom. You're finished. Eat lead, suckers! Yeah! I don't know. But Tomb of Ramesses is next. This is the final level of the Egyptian setting. We're dealing with a horse. But I don't care. Okay, so here, the music sounds all happy-go-lucky, but shit gets real when these bulls show up. So you gotta blow them up immediately, and then shoot these fuckers who decided to spawn from nothing. Fun fact, the reason why these enemies spawn is because that enemy that I mentioned earlier, Mental, is actually summoning them and bringing them here into the past. Which is why a lot of the exploration teams ended up not coming back. It's because these fuckers killed them. As well as the rescue teams that went after them. And I can see how that's the case. They're all vulnerable. These are all monsters. They're not soldiers like in GoldenEye. It's actually full-on monsters we're dealing with here. But here we go. So, the rocket launcher. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna just shoot these guys with the rocket launcher. It's more fun. Watch out with the clashing of the bullets. Make sure they're gone. Shift to your other weapon. Oh shit, I can't. I'm dead. Oh, I wanna fire them. I wanna fire them with the other weapon. At least the Tommy gun. Oh no, never mind. They already got taken care of. I don't know if I killed them or something else happened. Okay, there we go. Because it's possible that the enemies can sometimes shoot the kamikazes and then they just blow up. That's funny too. Fuck these guys. They're coming in bunches. I don't like these Cyclops. Should have been preemptive. I almost clashed with one of those bullets, and which means that I could have taken damage for reals. There's another bunch of these guys here on this side. I like to take care of whatever enemy I see. There we go. Ran out of rockets, but that's fine. Because there's going to be a backpack somewhere down the road. Make sure your position. There we go. Shoot these guys. This is where you want to do the mowing. Don't worry about the ammunition. There's no need to worry. Because as you can see, there is a backpack. As well as some armor. And a medical kit. In case things got pretty nasty over there. Enter one of these doors. You'll see some fancy drawings of Egyptian workers, birdies, the Pharaoh, the Serious Sam logos. It's all here. Now here, I'm going to go ballistic again, since I'm playing this on normal mode. On hard mode, this shit is actually very risky, but normal mode is alright. Preemptive shooting, so that these guys don't get away with shooting their bullets at me. Shoot immediately, otherwise these guys go crazy. Shoot immediately, because they shoot bullets immediately. Preemptive shooting. Watch out with the bullets. Aim. Make sure those bullets don't clash with these guys. Go minigun mode. Another backpack. There we go. Get rid of all of them. There, using the rocket launcher is not necessary, but I just wanted to use it because I wanted to be, you know, badass. The rocket launcher is fun to use when you just want to destroy enemies so badly, but it's one of the most dangerous weapons to use too. Because again, you use it in proximity, you get destroyed pretty badly. I think here is shotgun mode, or shotgun time. Still hungry, but I want to at least finish the Egyptian level. I think after this I'm probably going to get something to eat. And if not, then, I mean, I'll do it some other time or something. I don't know why I get hungry a lot of the time. Personally, I don't feel hungry. There we go. We got that. But things are dangerous here because there are kamikazes everywhere. And they're not getting hit for some reason. And they sound scary. Okay, this guy. Listen to how they sound. They just sound like too normal. It sounds like a too normal scream. There's no badassery in it that it actually makes it more scary, if anything. Maybe it sounds more genuine of a scream, actually, I don't know. But anyways, 50 health. Bit of armor. And now we've entered the final room. And this is where we're going to face the first of two bosses here. In this case, we're going to be facing the Syrian Sphinx, who just shoots fireballs at you, but doesn't really do any damage, interestingly enough. Which is kind of interesting, because you'd think they would, because it's a boss after all. But what they do, however, is actually summon enemies, which you have to take care of right away, otherwise bad things will happen. Get rid of these guys because they're more threatening. These guys are not that big of a deal. These shits, you face them in the first level, so they're definitely doable. Also, this guy has a badass scream, by the way. Sounds like you're facing a robot. I'm just shooting them while these guys come. Only these two guys. That's actually hilarious. I could just circle around these guys and just shoot this guy. I don't even have to shoot them yet. Yeah, you know what? I'll shoot them. They're getting kind of annoying. Ah, he killed himself. Boom. See? He gone. Now we just come out here, and the little key thing here is here. And that's the end of that one. For this final level, I'm going to let all of the points rack because it was a huge effort. A huge effort. And as you can see, it's been over an hour too for this. So maybe because of that, I'm actually going to split this actually into two. And I'll actually do the second part in the next session. But for now, time for a vacation? If only. Because after defeating the Syrian Sphinx, he jumps into the time lock hoping he can go home. Because he wants a cool beer and a long soak in the pool. Which does sound pretty hot, by the way. But Mental has other ideas. And so because of that, we had to go somewhere else. We're going to go to Rome here from the looks of it. However, for this particular session, that's going to be it. Because we're going to actually, I'm going to split these two parts basically. So for those who watched this first session of Serious Sam Advance, thank you for watching. I'll catch you guys for the next one whenever I get to it. For now, just take it easy and have yourselves a good one.